What's up, Domino community? I'm Lily Hevish, and today I'll be teaching you how to build the Backwimo trick. So get your dominoes and let's start building. Backwimo is a super cool domino trick that was invented by B16 Dominoes. It's been growing a lot in popularity throughout the past year in the domino community. I've gotten so many requests to make a tutorial on this, so with B16 Dominoes' permission, I will be going through how to build the Backwimo domino trick, as well as a variation called the Backwimo slide. This is a fairly simple domino trick that doesn't use a lot of dominoes, and the best part is, you don't need to be very precise with it either, because it's already very reliable. So the first step is to take a domino, and we're going to place it flat on your building surface like this. And then we're going to take another domino, I'll highlight this with light blue, and place it on top so it sort of makes a T. Now we want this domino to be somewhat in the middle, but overhanging just slightly on this side so that it doesn't tip over. See, if I place it here, it falls. We want it to be a little bit past the halfway point. Now that we have this, we can keep repeating the base layer. It's very simple. We're going to place another black domino next to it, and the distance between this light blue domino edge and the black domino could be about 2 domino thicknesses. It's not super crucial to make that really precise, but that could be a good measurement to use. And again, we're going to very slightly overhang this light blue domino so it's just on the edge a little bit on this side and more on the other side. So let's keep repeating that. And if you want, you can even turn each piece. So if you want to make a little curve, it's just a matter of angling it very slightly. And you can even make it turn 90 degrees. All you have to do is place a domino like so. So you just make sure the corners are touching here, and then this sort of makes a square with the short edge. And then we'll place a light blue domino on top in this direction, and then we can continue the chain. So now that we have this base layer, now we can place vertical dominoes on top of it. Now this side is the start because the long side is overhanging in this direction. Now to start, I'm going to place this purple domino sideways on top of the light blue domino, but I want to overhang it slightly over the halfway point so that it stays balancing. And from there, all we have to do is place vertical dominoes on top. So this purple domino is sort of going to connect each of the light blue dominoes like so. And the placement of this doesn't need to be as precise either. As long as the dominoes are touching the light blue pieces, then you should be good. And then when you turn it, again, you just place the dominoes like this. And to end it and go back to a domino line, all we have to do is place another vertical domino, but we're going to place it on the edge of the light blue piece. So you'll see this edge is in line with the light blue edge. The last step is just making a simple domino line at the end and the start. So let's build a domino coming off of here, and then it just simply goes back to a domino line. Now for the start, I'm gonna place a green domino right behind this purple domino, and this is gonna knock off the purple domino. I'm just making sure that this green domino has a little bit of a gap between this first black domino so that they don't interfere with each other. And now we can make the start a little bit longer, and this is the Backwimo trick. Let's knock it down. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, yes! That was so satisfying. So let's see how this trick works. If we watch in slow motion, the green line falls, which topples the horizontal purple domino, and then the light blue domino no longer has a weight holding it down. So it falls, which topples the vertical purple domino, and so on and so forth. And then by the end, the last purple domino falls and hits the green domino line. That's so cool. I love how all the purple dominoes just like fall back in the same way. Such a neat effect. This next variation is called the Backwimo slide, which was invented by Knock the Blocks. And the way that we do this is pretty similar. We're going to make a T again, but I'm going to face it away from me rather than sideways. And again, this light blue domino is overhanging just a little bit on the other side so that it stays in place. And now we're going to make another T on the opposite side, so it sort of changes directions. And we're going to make sure that these black dominoes are touching, but that there's still a little bit of space between each piece. And now we're just gonna keep repeating that. And to make it go back to a domino line, we could just make another standard Backwimo trick, another T. And I'm just making the distance between these last two pieces about 2 domino thicknesses, but that doesn't need to be super precise, so don't worry about it too much. And then to start it, again, we can make another Backwimo. I'll make a T right here, and now we can place the dominoes on top. So I'll start by placing the horizontal domino for the starting one. Then we can place the vertical dominoes on top to connect all of the light blue dominoes. Now for the Backwimo slide trick, we're going to place the dominoes like this so that it connects it on every other side. I'm actually gonna add one more T so that it can connect on this side. I'll move this down like here. Now we can continue like this and then make it go back to a normal one. And again, the last piece is going to be halfway on this last light blue domino so that the edges are flush, and then we can go back to a normal domino line. And now we can make the starting line. This is the Backwimo slide, and it falls a little bit differently, but it makes a very cool effect as well. All right, let's topple this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah! I really like that one because it falls on either side outwards, and then it can go back to a domino line. It's very cool. Now there are tons of ways you can use the Backwimo trick. It's not just in a line like this. You can also make Backwimo fields, you can make walls, you can make splitters and split offs. Like, there's so much that you can do. I definitely recommend watching B16 Domino's video right over here. Fun with Backwimo. It'll give you some inspiration on how you can use this trick. Also, the dominoes that I use here are all of our brand new H5 Domino Creations colors. So if you do need more dominoes to make domino tricks, I definitely recommend my own H5 Domino Creations. These are made in collaboration with Spin Master, and they are the highest quality toppling dominoes out there. I want to give a shout out to our featured community member, Domatrax, who's been making some really neat stuff with marbles and dominoes combined. Very cool stuff. And as always, I'm Lily Hevish, and keep on building.